Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how we made this hanging herb garden for our cocktail bar out of old scaffolding boards. We made our hanging herb garden out of old scaffolding boards. We've used these boards on quite a few parts of the bar, including the walls, shelves and the actual bar itself. We found scaffolding boards to be great to use on projects because they're cheap, thick but lightweight, and once sanded back and varnished you are left with a nice rustic wood effect which we love. We started by measuring up how long we wanted each board and making a straight line with a square ready to cut with the circular saw. The saw leaves quite a rough edge, but we will sort that out later. We then had to remove the metal bits at the end, which I found easiest with a combination of a flathead screwdriver and a crowbar. There were going to be 3 pots in each board, so I now worked out where the centre of each hole would need to be. I did this by simply measuring the distance from edge to edge, then using the tape measure as a straight line. Then it's just a case of dividing the board into 3 and marking the middle section of each. I decided to start making the hole using the biggest Holesaw I had. Once these were made, I put the board in the workbench and drew a circle using another pot, which was slightly smaller than the pot I was planning on putting in. I then carefully cut around the line with a jigsaw. As you can see, my first attempt was a bit crap, plus the hole wasn't big enough and the pot sat too proud. So I found a slightly bigger pot and redid the hole. Did this for all 6 holes, with each one turning out better than the last. Now we had all the holes to the right size, it was time to sand all the faces of the board and tidy up the edges. I started with a file but quickly swapped over to the sander. Now I had the board smooth, I needed to drill the holes for the rope. Yes, in hindsight I should have done this before sanding. It is key to make each hole equal distance from both edges, so when the rope is attached it will hang properly. We had some paint we'd used on some shelves inside that we really liked, so you can see the detail of the wood through the colour, so we decided to use this. The only problem was it was indoor paint, so we then had to seal it and make it weatherproof with a clear outdoor varnish. Now we had the boards prepared, it was time to hang them. It was going to be a 2-tier hanger, so we needed to make sure we'd leave enough room on the bottom board for once the plants have grown. So I made a mark for where we needed to tie the knot. Now we had it all worked out, it was time to hang them properly. This part of the job required patience, which isn't my best trait, so I got Raymonda involved to help. We threw one end of the rope over the beam and twisted the rope around to make it look nicer and easier to work with. Then it was just a case of one of us holding the board up and the other tying the knot, using a spirit level to make sure it was straight. Once we had it roughly correct, we just went back and adjusted each knot accordingly until it was perfectly straight in all directions. Or near enough. We then repeated the process for the bottom layer. Time to check how it hangs with the weight of the pots in. Looks good to me, so now let's plant the herbs. We had 6 spaces for herbs. It's on the bar, so obviously we chose mint for all those mojitos. Then we used the remaining space for what we most commonly cook with: thyme, parsley, chive and oregano. That's it, now we have a nice hanging herb garden which we think looks great. It cost us less than £20. Hope you enjoyed the video, let us know in the comments below. Make sure you hit subscribe if you'd like to see how we made the actual cocktail bar, as that video is coming out soon. Now time for some cocktails.